Ready? One, two, three, go.
Everyone. So we are live now. Couple of just a minute more, and please let me know in the comment section if we are clearly visible to all of you and our voices are clearly audible. Please just give a thumbs up or a yes in the in the live chat so that we can know that we are clearly audible and visible, so that we can start off with the live. Okay. If our team could just let us know that we are clearly audible and visible. Okay. All right, so we're going to start off with the session. Hello, everyone. So this is Janvi here, and we are going to interview Prasant today for being placed in the Math Company as an analyst. So I would request Prasant to please introduce himself, and then we can move forward with the entire session.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. Hello, guys. My name is Prasanta Mohanty. Basically, I'm from Bhubaneswar, and I got placed in Math Company back few months as an analyst.
Okay. Congratulations, Prasant, on being placed in the Math Company as an analyst. Okay, so we are going to start off with the very first question which comes to everyone's mind, that why Math Company? Why did you choose to sit for the company, and like why did you choose the company? That's it.
Yeah, the technologies they are using. The field of data science and data engineering. I'm basically into that, and from my bachelor's, I have started studying that. So it would be great to be joining that company and to explore things about that.
All right, so you are very excited to join the company. All right,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's begin with the very first step that any student takes towards placement. So was it an on-campus or an off-campus placement?
Yeah, it was an on-campus one.
It was an on-campus placement, so all the notifications and information were given by the college itself,
Yeah, ma'am.
right? And so how did you start off with the preparations? Like, what did you think before starting off with the preparations?
Yeah, preparations. I started from I think March on, because companies were started coming from there only.
Hmm.
From basics, I was going through the YouTube videos and all that. Then I went for Prep and Stuff, Prime subscription. Then I used them thoroughly. And, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's break your entire selection journey and let's start off with the first one. So, what was the first step that you had to go through to get placed? Like, was it an examination?
Yeah, first round was an elimination one.
Okay, so
Uh,
can you please let us know what the round was about?
Yeah, it was around four sections,
Hmm.
and aptitude, pseudocode, and two of I don't remember actually. And
Okay.
after that, there was a communication round, which was held at
Mm-hmm.
Metal, the same which Cognizant does, the same in the
Okay.
Metal platform.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was a normal interview plus HR.
Okay. So let's come back to the first round. The first round, let's say, might have included your in the aptitude test,
Yeah,
right?
ma'am.
Aptitude plus technical. So you started off with the verbal section or with the quantitative section?
Verbal.
Verbal section. Okay.
Yeah,
Can you let us know? Do you have any idea what the level of difficulty would be, or you know,
yeah. It was easy,
okay,
verbal quants and all, but pseudocode was little tougher because there
pseudocode was,
was it was really time taking, and
yeah.
every section was easy rather than that.
Okay, so every section was easy other than pseudocode, right?
Yeah,
So how did you prepare for pseudocode? Like, do you have the knowledge about pseudocode, or did you prepare for the same?
yeah. From YouTube and Prepinsta, as I mentioned, when
All
I
right. So
for
yeah,
the
you did
yeah,
put some time in preparing pseudocodes. All right.
yeah,
So this was an elimination round,
exactly.
right? And do you remember the date when you had this examination?
I think 15th of September.
15th of September. So we are in
Yeah,
November now. So it was two
yeah,
months ago, 15th of
yeah,
September. All right. So this was the first one, and this was an elimination round.
yeah, ma'am. Elimination.
Okay, it was an elimination round. Okay, moving towards the second step. So when did you like? Did you receive a mail of selection for the first round, or how did it happen?
Yeah, ma'am. Mail on the very I mean on that day only.
Okay, so on the same day you received a mail that you have cleared the first round.
Yeah,
All
ma'am.
right. So you don't remember the remaining two sections. You just remember it's a verbal and pseudocode,
Yeah,
right?
ma'am.
But we also had two more sections, which
Yeah, ma'am. Four.
we
They were
might
total
take.
four.
Yeah. So can we take it as quants and logical, or it was
No, it
related
was
to?
no, it was little different. I think situations types question,
Okay,
and
situation
yeah,
based kind of questions. All
yeah,
right. So moving towards the second round, which was a communication round.
communication round.
Right. So before we move on towards that, can you let us know that in the first round, what was the platform that it used, or was it their own platform?
Yeah, it was metal.
It was Metal. All right. So you
Yeah,
went through the Metal itself. All
yeah.
right. So moving towards the second round, what was the second round about?
It was communication round.
It was a
Yeah,
communication round. Okay, so do you remember how was it? What were the number of questions, or what was the system that you had to like give the test on?
yeah. It was like first one was listening, then
Hmm?
speaking, and I think two round it was
Okay, so it was speaking, listening and speaking,
speaking. Yeah,
right? So, like, our audience over here would like to know, like, they have a lot of interest in the communication round. So,
yeah,
can you let me know that what kind of question did you get for the listening part?
yeah. It was like someone will be speaking,
Hmm?
and you have to again speak that one.
Speak
So
it back.
it's yeah.
Okay.
The I
Yeah.
think it is exactly same test that we gave on I think cognizant
Okay.
exam, and this one is pretty same.
Hmm.
So you have to be. And it was easy actually, but same. I can say
So,
same.
okay. So, do you think that it was a very normal general English, or you like must have, some difficulty in understanding the words or anything, or was it a natural general English language
No,
that you speak?
it was pretty simple. I can say it easy, but a little difficult was when the speaking part was little
Okay.
on
So,
the side.
listening was. So, what did you have to do with the listening part? You just had to listen and
Yeah,
speak it back.
yeah.
And what was the speaking part?
Uh, speaking part, I think the paragraph was given.
Hmm.
You have to speak it within that frame of time. I think 1 minute was given, and you have to
Okay.
pronounce it well,
Read
and
it
you have
out.
to yeah read it.
You have to read it out from the screen. So,
Yeah,
what was the total time limit of the entire frame?
yeah, 40. I think 30 minutes.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
approximately 30 minutes. So, did you take any prior preparations for this round,
No,
Prasanta, or
ma'am,
was it
not at all because
simply
I was not expecting this one. I think on the same day it happened, so no one was pretty prepared for that, and it was also a
okay?
mass elimination round because around 100 of students gave that exam, and around 6 to 7 was selected after that. So you
Okay,
never
so
know what's
you
gonna
are
happen.
saying that it was on the same day when the aptitude test happened.
Yeah,
You
ma'am.
got the results of this on the same day, and then you also sat for the communication round. So
exactly.
that was the entire journey. Okay, so it might have been little overwhelming, right? So,
Yeah,
sitting for two tests continuously without prior notice, right?
exactly.
So, um, like how after how many days did you get the result, and what you know made you feel that you wouldn't be eliminated? Like, did you put in some extra effort or something that landed you in selection?
I was sitting in a very quiet position,
Okay.
and I went through the test thoroughly. So I think that made it,
Okay.
because
So
I think little luck factor also matters in this case.
yeah,
So
yeah.
better.
Okay, so a very important like point to be noticed that you have to have a very quiet surrounding when you sit for the communication test, right? Because even a little disturbance from the surrounding can hamper the scores and the test all over, right? So you need to be very quiet and in a good surrounding. All right. So like after how many days did you get the result for the for the interview round? I think, yeah.
On the very next day.
Okay, so very next day you received the mail.
Yeah,
Right. And like when did the interview schedule?
it was 3 to 4 days. It was scheduled for interview.
Okay, after 3 to 4 days it was scheduled. All right. So can you tell us that did you, prepare yourself for the interview, or did you have the confidence that you're going to sit for the company and you're going to get selected? And was it your first company that you sat
No,
for?
ma'am. It was, I think, fifth one.
It was the fifth company. So you
Yeah,
must have a little confidence in sitting for the interviews, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, did you like actually prepare for the interview? Let's say it was your fifth interview, right? So, did you
Yeah.
prepare for that for the first four companies, or was it just your instinct that you sat for the interview?
No, I was confident, and I researched a lot on LinkedIn, on
Okay.
Glassdoor, and I went to the platform and saw questions, and how to prepare. I asked many who were working there on
Okay.
LinkedIn, that how to prepare for that and what are the subject I should focus on, and they suggested me. So I think that helped me a lot.
Okay, so you did make sure that you prepared and you had a good conversation, communication with people who are already placed in the same company and have gone through the entire process.
Exactly.
That's another very good way to prepare. Like when you are researching about the company, when you're talking to people of the same company, right? You get a very nice, pre-information on how you should behave in the interview. It gives you an upper hand in the same. Right. So let's start with the interview. So when was the interview scheduled and what time?
Yeah, at morning 9 a.m. In
Okay.
20 or 21, I don't remember the date exactly, but
Okay.
it was on morning, and it went on for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
It started at 9 and it ended around 9:15 to 20. That's all. Yeah.
Okay. So it was just around, let's say, 20 minutes approximately.
Yeah,
Right. So, okay. So let's talk about the interview. So how many panelists were there?
there were only one.
There was only one panelist.
Yeah.
And so how did you begin with the interview? Did you introduce yourself, or what kind of, environment was set up in the interview?
No, he just told me that you just introduce yourself, which is not mentioned in the resume. He just talk with me as a friendly manner.
Okay.
Think that I'm a friend and we are sitting outside and having a coffee or like that. So,
Okay.
and he made me comfortable around that.
Okay.
So I was a little confident after that, and and it was on the go.
All right. So you really had a very lucky day start like since the start,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
In the examination, in the communication round as well, and now in the interview as well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
okay. So you started off on a very cordial note. So can you tell me, was the interview divided into technical and HR, or was it only technical?
No, it was only basics and HR questions. No, I think he never asked me technical questions. He was
Okay.
looking at my communication skills and more of HR question and situation based questions.
Okay, so more of personality and HR questions. So can you, enlist a number of questions if you remember, and maybe how did you answer them?
Yeah, around 6 to 7 questions, and more of them are situation based questions.
Okay, so do you remember any of the questions, Tristan?
Yeah, one question I think. Yeah, he asked me what are the problems that you are facing in the state and how do you solve it. So I
Okay,
told him that cyclones and floods are something which are uncertain,
Yeah,
and
because we come from Orissa, so
exactly,
it is very common over there,
yeah.
right? So, like, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, I told him that I'll be looking for a startup which will be working on this,
Hmm.
and it will be better tools in their lives, and it can work on, I think, live projects and all that. Then,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. So, was there any mention of your projects that you had done in your engineering or any
yeah,
such thing? Yeah.
yeah. He just asked me about the project, but he never, he never asked me the
About
technical part. Yeah,
yeah, you were not asked the technical part, so that's again a good thing. But let's say that had you been asked about something about your project or technical skills, like do you already like did you prepare for the technical part, or do you think like what if you were asked a question based on puzzle? So
yeah.
what would have
I had prepared for all, but he never asked me any technical question. That is, I think it
okay?
was. I was little lucky on that day.
You were a lot little lucky on that day, right? So let's move on towards the okay. You have a background. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so guys, all of those who are watching, so if you have any questions, you can drop the questions in the live chat below so that our moderators and all of us can help you out in answering the questions. Till then, we are going to continue with the chat.
So sorry,
Okay,
for the interruption.
it's okay, it's okay. All right, so moving towards the HR based questions. So, what were the questions that you were asked?
HR-based questions. 2 to 3 questions were asked.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty normal. Why would we select you?
Yeah, so that's
And
a very common question, but a lot of students go wrong in that. They
yeah,
go and say because I am the best person to select, or because I should be selected and out of all. So what kind of answer did you give so that you got selected?
yeah. I told him that I am a little practical-oriented guy, and I've started
Hmm.
working on an organization as an intern.
Hmm.
So it has given me an edge over others. So I believe when I'll be joining the organization, I'll be having some practical knowledge. And yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good answer. So letting an audience know that when you are answering such questions, whether the company should hire you or not, always try to base your answer on your past experiences, right? And your give your practical knowledge and let them see that you are capable of being a good employee, and not just bragging about your skills and all will not help you. Try to give a practical experience and try to quote instances where which shows your capacities. Okay, so this was one of the questions. What other question did you get?
this was one of them, and I exactly don't remember because
Yeah,
many
okay.
of interviews I have given. So
Hmm.
basic HR question only. Everything is available on internet. Once you'll be going
Okay.
through, you'll be facing on that. So
All
it
right,
was
all
pretty
right.
normal.
Okay, Prasan. So we are going to look into more HR questions. So it's for the audience as well. If you want to prepare for any HR based questions or technical interview questions as well, like Prasan has already addressed that you can prepare from prepinsta.com as well. And if you're already a subscriber, you can also prepare from the Prepinsta Prime website, because we have a complete separate section for interview experience. Preparation and interview preparation for different companies. So if you want to check that out, go check that out right now. All right. So, Prasant, one very important question is like this entire journey of selection, where you have given multiple, interviews, you have sat for multiple companies, but sadly, there are chances where you were rejected in some. So, how did you cope up with those situations? And because there are a lot of students who come to us saying that they are not getting selected in companies and they are losing faith. So, how did you hold yourself up and got placed in a company?
Yeah, yeah. I was confident because once you're putting the work, you will definitely make some day. So
Hmm.
I was confident. Once I started giving interviews.
Hmm.
I was confident one by one because I knew that someday it will happen. So
Yeah.
you have to be little confident, and you have to take things, because once you starting learning from each and every interview,
Hmm.
then definitely one day or other you'll be making it. So
Yes, so definitely you have to keep working and be persistent, right? So someday or the other it will happen.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
that's a great thing. Okay, so another very important question that might be, on behalf of the students, what do you think are the three most important things that you need in order to get placed? Like, um, three tips or maybe three most important things that every student should know or have.
Yeah, first of all, I will give preference to communication skills because
Okay,
these skills matter the most because there are things which you don't know in technical knowledge, but still, if you have good communication skills, I believe you might get an edge over others. So
okay.
this might,
So for companies who is looking for more of communication, it is good that all of you, prepare your communication skills, brush up your communication skills, but also don't let go of the important technical one, but make sure that you are preparing a personality which they cannot reject,
exactly.
right? Okay, so let's move towards the second point,
Second one will be technical knowledge on which
technical
field
knowledge.
you are going to work. Might be
Yeah.
Java, Python, SQL, anything you can take and
Hmm.
learn.
Hmm.
And
So let me just ask you on this point, what is your strong point and did you prepare for, so there was no coding section in the entire process?
it was only pseudocode that we gave,
It was
or
only
else,
pseudocodes.
yeah,
So what is your preferred language and how did you prepare or brush up your skills on that?
yeah, Java, yeah, yeah, more of Java than Python and SQL.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So technical skills again, it's for the entire audience. The technical skills is again very important, right? So lastly, last point, what would your suggestion be?
Yeah, aptitude is something which you have to practice daily
Hmm.
because that's the first round. So you have to clear that one. So you have to practice them rigorously, or else you are
Hmm.
eliminated from the first round only.
From the first round itself, right? So again, having a good aptitude skill and practicing your aptitude. And if you want to prepare, you can go on to Google and look for the aptitude placement questions and answers, and you're going to get preference star on the top probably. So you can go and practice from there as well, right? So I hope that is what you might want to say, Prasanta. I think there's some technical glitch on his end. Okay, I think he's stuck in some way. Hello, Prasanta, can you hear me? Okay, so I think, guys, that there has been a technical glitch on his end. Any which way, we have come towards an end of this interview session. So, if Prasanta is hearing me, hearty congratulations to him on being placed in Math Company. So, if you want to get placed in such company too, or if you want to get placed in any other company, make sure that you have your skills in place. And if you want to prepare for the same, you can do it from Practice and Prepinster Prime as well. So that's it for this particular live session. We are going to end it now.